habits which I inherited from my friends, millionaires, which helped me to become the one. Hi, my name is Anna Zakkery, and about 5 years ago, I've made my first $1 million. This was the reaping point in my career as an online educator, as a marketer, and as a person for whom career is the #1 priority. In this video, I decided to summarize all habits I developed in myself and which I inherited from my friends millionaires. What separates the wealthy community from everyone else is not just the money. It all starts from small actions you perform on a daily basis. It's all about your reactions, your habits, and your mindset patterns. So if you think that the only way how you can become rich is by doing massive actions, you are halfway right. But the other half is about what habits you have and what you nurture in your character. The #1 habit is prioritization. This is when you can say no. It's not so easy to refuse seducing offers. It's not so easy to say no to your close ones. It's not so easy to say no when somebody asks for help. But at the end of the day, when you turn back and analyze those things for which you said yes, you start to understand that you have traded your precious time to some stupid, useless stuff. For me, it's very important to categorize and prioritize my #1 goals and stay focused on them. So if you learn to say no to people and no to offers, that will release a big portion of your time. The #2 habit is daily learning. I have a bookkeeper. She does all books for my company. And every year she says, "Anna, you again overspended the money on continuing education." There is such category of expenses as a continuing education. So my norm of spend for the continuing education is way more than it is allowed by IRS. We live in a fast-changing world. And if you stop and not upgrade your knowledge, you will not be interested to a big segment of potential clients. So my daily routine includes a mandatory listening to the books. I try to avoid listening to the podcasts just because I'm very picky at selecting what I'm listening to and what I'm watching, because there are so many educators online who has no experience at all. They are only basing on theory and books they read, and that's it. But in real world, their knowledge are not applicable. So I prefer to read to the books or to listen to the books and choose the source of information very accurately. Habit #3, taking imperfect actions. Oh, this is the most challenging habit for me. I adopted it from my friend. He admired me by his fast actions. And for me, those actions were far from a high quality. But the thing is, I was still thinking of starting doing something, and he was already in the middle of this action. It wasn't perfect, but it was done. The real consistency does not all the time the same. Let's say if you decide that you want to start meditating on a daily basis, one day you can meditate for an hour. Another day you are short on time and you have zero focus on meditation, you have a lot going on your plate, and your meditation time will be only 3 minutes. But you will stick to the habit. It's not perfect. You probably will receive zero outcome from this action, but on a long-term distance, you will be able to develop that habit and will feel the accumulative impact of those constant, imperfect actions. For example, if you take a look at my YouTube videos, not every video is perfect. You can clearly notice that English is not my first language. I know that I make a lot of mistakes in my speech, but I still keep going, I still record the videos, I never skip the days when I will film the content no matter how tired I am. Okay, we maybe not film 8 pieces of content for the whole month, but at least we will do 5, 6, and this will be enough. Enough for one imperfect action. The next habit is super important for the modern world is networking. Networking not just when you have a chance, but networking intentionally. And this habit should be trained. I'm not an extrovert. I'm experiencing difficulties talking to random people whom I do not know. It takes a while for me to put a smiley face and talk to people. But once you start paying attention and when you set the goal that I want to learn how to network with people and build relationship with them, you will notice that your behavior will change. For example, every time I travel, I speak with people on the plane who are sitting next to me. Every time I visit my friends and there are some people whom I do not know, I try to get acquainted with them. Quite often visit some events alone because I know that once I come there with my friend, I will only be focused on us two. But when I come alone, I know that I have nobody to talk to except those new people whom I will meet here. Habit number 5, health as a business strategy. This habit I took from my fitness coach. He taught me that the body I have is the only one which I would be given for the whole life. That's obvious. And once you realize it, you want to know more how this body works, what this body likes, what it doesn't like, how to help this body to recover, and what I should do and should not do in order to live long and healthy life. For example, every morning I try to plan what I'm gonna eat today, what I'm gonna have for breakfast, for lunch and dinner, what snacks I will have, how many of protein those meals will include. That will simply answer the question, can I eat this candy now, or it's already 5 p.m. and I am out of my calorie range. Habit number 6 is all about mastering one high income skill. For me, that skill is know how to build funnels and create high revenue events, aka webinars. By the way, if you want to learn how to do that, I have a roadmap for the beginners in digital marketing. Just DM me on Instagram map and I will send you that guide. It explains on a step-by-step mode how to start in a digital marketing. It contains the vocabulary, all free tools and not free tools, which every digital marketer needs. And also it has a 30-day plan, which will help you to break down your actions if you are just starting in digital marketing. DM me map on Instagram. The link for my Instagram is in the description box. I will be waiting for your messages. Don't skip on it. This is a great document that helped so many digital marketers to start in this niche from scratch. The habit number 7 is automation and delegation. So millionaires, the top priority for every rich person is time. I do not agree to trade my time for money. Yesterday, I was onboarding a new client. We were signing the contract. I will be building funnels for their online school. And as many clients, they asked me, Anna, why so expensive? Can we have a discount for your services? No, definitely no. Because remember habit number 1, know how to prioritize. I prioritize my projects, my time, the things I do. No, this is how much my time costs. There are no discounts on that. Because I know that time and health are the most valuable resources I've been given for my life. As for the delegation, every time I start something, the first question I ask, can I delegate it? Can I ask somebody to do that instead of me? Or can I automate it? If I cannot automate it, then okay, whom we will delegate this action? If I have no answer for that, okay, only after that I will do that myself. The other habit is tracking the numbers. Guys, we all live in illusions. And the real success starts when you realize the real truth. Remember that situation when you go to the doctor and they ask you, do you drink alcohol? No. Or I drink 1-2 glasses per month. No, I do not drink. But what if we count the amount of glasses you consumed within the month? How many of them there will be in reality? What about your diet? Do you eat healthy? Yes, of course. Can you list all products you add today? How much of sugar you add? But it's not so simple for the other things. Don't try to justify your excuses. Ask yourself hard questions. What is the real situation? What is my real financial status? What is my monthly budget? How much do I spend on paid subscriptions monthly? How much do I read? Do you know the answers to those questions? You should do the same thing in your business. If you believe that you are super talented, highly experienced expert, is this what others think about you? Does this align with the real situation? Do you track the numbers at your business? Habit number 9, long-term thinking. Rich people do not fall for quick wins. We invest 5, 10, even 20 years ahead. For me, online course industry is a great source of a cash flow which I reinvest in private equity, crypto, I have a rental car business, and real estate property. I do not get immediate reward from those investments. I wait for a couple years, sell it at the right moment, and receive the reward after that. Habit number 10, finally, self-reflecting and auditing. Millionaires are brutally honest with themselves. This is what I said about the illusions. Every month we do audit. What worked, what didn't work, what's next. This is the Pandora bracelet. It has several charms. For every month, I set the number of goals. If I do not achieve at least one goal, I will not get one more charm. This is like my trophy wall. If I complete every goal I set, I will go to the store and get the new charm for me. This bracelet is of a red color. I rarely take it off. That reminds me every day that I'm on a mission to complete my goals. And what motivates and inspires you every day to stay motivated? These are the habits I would recommend you to inherit. If you are currently working on building your legacy, if you are building your wealth, take a closer look at online course industry. This is the most rewarding cash flow industry, which allows you to generate cash at a very fast pace if you do everything correctly. And if you do not know what does the word correctly means, just subscribe to this channel, follow me on social media, and if you need more information about online course industry, sign up for the free webinar. I have the link in the description box for that. That's it for today, and see you next time.